Is Mama going to be okay? My sweet daughter Ellen was 5. She was already too smart to be distracted by a trip to the park and a cherry snow cone. Her question broke my heart. Yes, I assured her. Her mama was home crying in bed. We got lucky having Ellen, but a miscarriage that day added to years of devastating failure. I hit rock bottom, face first. We'd become one of those couples who spent a fortune in our youth on infertility. Every day was dark. I needed to stop, to regroup. But my need for rest, it took a back seat to the relentless ticking clock of childbearing. And I couldn't say no to Ellen. We lived in a pressure cooker inside a kiln at the bottom of the ocean. Joy, peace, comfort, support. Somewhere along the way, they all quietly escaped our marriage, and all we had left was this damn war that we kept losing. But I had to stop the crying. So when we went home, I told Amy I agreed to adopt. Amy did all the work, an 18-month uphill battle. She talked to adoption chat room friends more than she talked to me. But that was okay. I couldn't listen to any more anyway. I just clung desperately to the hope for a simple, happy life once this ordeal was over. On Christmas Eve, 2005, we left Ellen with my parents to fly 13 hours to Siberia. We went to meet a sickly child, not knowing if we wanted to adopt her. Count the red flags in that. Just get on the plane, Amy repeated hypnotically in Terminal D because I was in shock. It felt wrong abandoning Ellen on Christmas when Russian adoptions have no guarantees. That intimidated me as much as the Russian soldiers at the Vladivostok airport, the ones with the Kalashnikov rifles. Welcome to Siberia. One picture and a few sketchy medical details isn't much to go on, but it's all we had. 6 Russian families passed on the little girl, making her eligible for American adoption. We were told, if she isn't what you want, then walk away. Born at 28 weeks, she was underweight and tested positive for hepatitis C antibodies. On paper, she was nothing but risk. As we passed an old woman in a babushka, brushing the sidewalk with a handmade broom made of sticks, I wondered what kind of medical care had this sickly preemie received in a place like this. But our interpreter, Lena, reassured us, we're going to a children's hospital, not an orphanage. Why? Because the little girl, she needed so much care after birth. Oh, awesome, awesome. I thought the hospital part was a bonus until the smell in the stairwell was a kick in the face. Rancid, organic, it smelled brown. Amy bolted up the stairs gleefully. Everything seemed off, though. But I was excited to meet the little girl. And she was a cherub. Chubby cheeks, little brown eyes, unsteady feet. She made her entrance. She walked very, very carefully over to us, but without fear. Staying objective, I saw an alert and responsive child. She tasted all the rattles that we gave her, and I noticed that she liked music. We played with her, and she smiled at me. So cute. And I'll never forget Amy's first hug with her, just eyes closed, the war over. And the doctor told us, she's always last and struggles to keep up, but no one tries harder. She had me at no one tries harder. I heard my father telling me, we're not quitters. It's a noble quality I wanted in my family. After she left the room, Amy and I blurted simultaneously, yes, I screamed. She's our daughter, Amy shouted. We waited 3 long months to return for our trial. Russian prosecutors grilled us with harsh questions, but we won. We were so thrilled. We named our new daughter Ava Josephine, her middle name after my aunt who did not have children, but who was the rock of our family. Still in Russia on our first day, Ava screamed wildly in 1 inch of bathwater. She couldn't chew food. And in the middle of the night, she repeatedly crashed her head into the crib's wooden sidebars, rocking wildly as she slept. Bam, bam, bam. It was like a hammer crashing. I've never awoken to a more frightening sound. It's called stimming, a repetitive, self-soothing behavior that for her replaced being held. This was heartbreaking notice that raising Ava wouldn't be easy. Standing in the dark at her crib, shocked and afraid, I felt completely helpless. I felt so sorry for her, yet she scared me. What had we done? We'd pushed the envelope too far. We returned home to the pressure cooker. We moved cities. My father nearly died. My company almost collapsed and all the bills came due. I wonder if I'd only caught that rest I needed so badly, would I have bonded with Ava in our first year instead of feeling resentful, angry, overtaxed, and cheated? The relief I needed never came. Isolated and feeling trapped, I wasn't attached to anyone anymore. Where was my happy ending? Amy and I won the war, but we couldn't win the peace. It's my greatest regret for Ellen and Ava. Ava was 4 when our marriage ended. She's 10 now, and only remembers dad without mom, and vice versa. Ellen graduates high school this year. She's beautiful and smart and strong, a busy teenager. She barely has time for dad. So the last few years, it's usually just Ava and me when we're together. We're so much alike. She laughs at my jokes. We love the same sports teams. We both live for music. I mean, what kid loves Amy Mann, R.E.M., and Tom Petty? One night watching football together, Ava fell asleep lying by me, and I felt that pressure cooker turn off. Watching her dance around when she legitimately destroys me at Mario Kart keeps me laughing. She's quick to say, "I love you, Dad," and she still holds my hand. This summer, I took my first guitar lessons with Ava. She is a natural. I'm working on it. For our first song, our teacher picked Wonderwall. The baby who screamed in bathwater is an excellent swimmer. I've coached her volleyball team, and we're exploring America city by city. Where I once felt nothing, I feel everything now. See a band, write a novel, hit the road, warrior pose. Make connections, be vulnerable, love open-heartedly. Breathe. This is me. I'm living bright days, and no, it's not medication. I love my daughters that much. Ellen has the awesome power to move me when no one else can. Her heartfelt words and sweet innocence propelled us halfway around the world to find her sister. It was hard, but so what? That's what parents do. Ava's unconditional love helped me reboot myself. What an irreplaceable gift. It's obvious, by adopting Ava, we saved her. That long road to find Ava almost snuffed out my spirit. We both had rough times, but we overcame them. Ava and I, we're not quitters. And when we're strumming our guitars, it's like the song says, baby, you're gonna be the one who saves me. And after all, you're my wonder wall.